I get a lot of DMs asking me, how do you specifically train? Have you got a program and so forth? I've actually got a program that's free to download. Anybody can grab it. And it's kind of sets the basis for the way I train. But being a father of 3 means that training time is at an absolute premium. I can't just like swan off to the gym. It's just not happening. So what I've had to do is I've had to break my training up into sessions that are throughout the day. So I'll have a quick training session in the morning, quick training session in the afternoon, and a quick training session at night. And hopefully they 3 sort of work in synergy to give me a really, really good training effect throughout the day. It's something that I've been working on for the last good few months, and it really works well for me. It's done on a daily basis as well, and I would say that it's probably got me in the best shape of my life for many reasons. Now, my morning session will usually consist of burpees. I like to get burpees out the way. They're very hard, they're mentally grueling, but I think they've also got a really, really good metabolic effect that will carry on throughout the day. Now, I know people talk about afterburning exercise and so forth. I'm not a big believer in that. I think it's negligible the amount of calories you're going to burn, but there's just something about burpees that I find when performed in the morning, they are very invigorating. If you do 200, 300 burpees in the morning, believe me, your head is fresh for a good part of the day at that point. You'll have a wee spring in your step and so forth, and you'll feel happy that you've accomplished an intense exercise and got it out of the way. My second training session usually either consists of bodyweight calisthenics, mainly chin-ups. I'll try and get about 100 plus chin-ups done in half an hour or so. It's just work that I can do and just do it. Instead, I can do some chin-ups in the house, do something, back to chin-ups, and keep that going. So I can multitask with that exercise. So I find that that's effective. Chin-ups, I find, probably for me, the best upper body exercise. Work the back, excellent pulling exercise, and it's great for that physique effect as well. It kind of makes the back a lot bigger, so it gives you that kind of that look as well, so to speak. Third session is either a run at night if I ever get the time, or on the Airdyne for cardio, or weights. The weights I do in the gym, I'll usually go and do 2 lifts tops, and it's usually for strength, and it's whatever rep scheme I feel like doing on any given day. Sometimes I'll go for low reps, sometimes I'll go for high reps. It doesn't really matter to me. All that matters is that work's getting done. Rory's done. Thank you, you're going to give that back. What I've tend to find as well is frequency is going to have a profound effect on your training. Training every day is going to skyrocket your results, in my opinion. A lot of people will talk about recovery and so forth. Recovery, I don't know, I think you can get away with training every day. I'm in my 40s, it seems to be working well for me. Maybe that's anecdotal, I don't know. But if you can go for it, try it. Just make sure your nutrition is on point. And when I say that, I don't mean eating clean all the time, regimented. That doesn't really work as me as a dad. I've got to be able to cut a bit of slack now and again. I do like a KFC. I like to eat a bit of junk food with the family, just for fun, more or less. I feel that eating clean all the time is detrimental to family life. You need to have fun, but hard training overcomes that, in my opinion. A controversial opinion I've got is that people will always say you can't out-train a bad diet, and I just think people who say that don't train hard enough. You need to go to a dark place for your training. You need to make it as dark as possible, because if you're training like I am, which is short, sharp, intense sessions, you need to make them as dark as hell. That's the only way you're going to get something. I can't go to gym, do 2 lifts, do 3 sets of 10 and expect a profound training effect. It just doesn't work that way. I've done it for years and it did nothing for me. I was deluded. All it did was it got me fat, walking about thinking I was muscular. It wasn't the case. It was only when I started doing sharp conditioning sessions, adding them into my training, that's when I had a profound effect on my fitness and my physique. So, to recap, 3 training sessions a day, 20 minutes tops, and a training session, 30 minutes. Burpees in the morning, chin-ups in the afternoon, weights at night, or cardio. That is what works for me. I do not take any supplements. I take a protein powder now and again for peace of mind, but I'm a big believer that supplements don't really work, and it's negligible the effects that you'll get on them. I think sometimes the bodybuilding world we look through that lens and it skewers things. So guys will run out and they'll buy supplements Now, if you're a top level IFBB pro, then it's all about marginal gain. So you need every single thing at your disposal to try and take you to that top level. Whereas guys like me who don't train for aesthetics, who don't train to make money, it's going to add a gram of muscle at most. It's going to be something you don't see. And if anything, it's just going to create a disorder and feel that you need things that aren't really important to supplement your training. Alright, sorry for that scattered approach here, but I'm just trying to get some info with regards to how I train. Number one thing that I can say at this point though is make the process fun and do not think about it. When you start thinking about training, you get paralysed and your gains will stagnate. You need to be almost dumb when it comes to training. You don't question things, you just get into the habit of super hard work. Super hard work trumps absolutely everything. That's why burpees have a profound training effect on everything, because they're really hard work. Most people will avoid burpees because they hate them, and it's the stuff that you hate that's going to have the effect that you're looking for. And you know what? See if you don't want to do burpees, that's fine, because they are really hard, but it's up to you. Get them done and you will notice profound training effects that will carry over into every way you train. You're running, you're lifting and so forth. Chin-ups as well. If you can manage a chin-up, do them, and do them for high volume, and do them with mixed grips just to keep elbow joints and so forth, shoulder joints safe, mixing it up a wee bit. Weights, just go for it. The consistency is the most important thing. The intensity is probably just as important. Get it done 2 or 3 times a week on top of that regime and you will be in a great place.